It's your boy Godson.
And your girl Tiffany Janine, aka T Cotton.
It's Real People Radio, MyCityMyDream.com.
And we are here with the two-time National Amateur Boxing Champion.
We didn't say 2 Chainz. We said 2 times, not 2 Chainz, 2-time world champion, national boxing champion.
Tell the world who you are. What's your name?
Samaj Thomas.
So,
Samaj
Samaj.
Thomas.
We want to get it right.
T. Thomas.
So, where are you from, Samaj?
I'm from the northwest side of Chicago.
Okay. Northwest side. And you're boxing now. So, what was it like for you on the northwest side of Chicago? What inspired you to become a boxer?
Who you knock out on the northwest side of Chicago that got you in the box?
In so many words.
I've been fighting there since I was like 5, and I got a chance to start boxing. The gym was across the street from my house, and I went up there. At first they was declining, like, nah, you gotta go, you can't, you too young. It was a little messy to do. And I'm like, man, I could fight. And he said, all right. He was like, all right, and because I kept coming back, and he wound up giving me the paper to fill it out. To start boxing. I took it, my grandma filled it out, I took it back to the gym, and I've been boxing ever since.
It's been a ride. So tell us a little bit about your story. I know that you was, wrongly accused of some things, but tell us a little bit about that.
At age 16, I was fighting for I won my first national championship. I was ranked #1 in the nation. I got a chance to fight out the country in Armenia, overseas. I placed 5th in the world. I came back, I won the silver medal in the Junior Olympics. And a couple weeks later, I was falsely accused of a first-degree murder. I was in there, I still held my own. I was praying, I was still training while I was in there, because I kept telling everybody that I was going to make the Olympic team when I get out. And everybody was like, yeah, everybody thought I was crazy. And I kept telling everybody, I'm gonna come up under this, and I'm gonna win my 2nd national championship, and I'm gonna be in the Olympics, and I'm gonna turn pro and become a world champion. And everybody like, yeah, what you in here for? And I used to tell everybody I was in here for a first-degree murder, and they used to.
And what was the reaction? First of all, how long did they keep you there?
I was in there for 15 months.
And we know now you're out. That means justice has been brought to you.
Mm-hmm.
They finally figured out what really went down.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel, being there that amount of time, knowing you were innocent?
It was like, I couldn't even explain it. It was like nobody hearing what nobody feel what I feel, nobody know what I know, nobody, is going through what I'm going through. So I was like in a black state. I wasn't really trying to talk to nobody and make friends up in there. I was still, just training. I was in my zone, because I knew I was gonna get out, and I knew I was gonna dominate like I've been dominated before.
So prior to going into to prison or jail, you already had a national championship.
Yeah, I was a
So
national champion.
you had your first one.
When I went in there, a lot of the staff knew me, knew who I was.
So how did that make you feel? Some people will say, fall from grace, but how did that make you feel from being, at an all-time plateau in your life, to go from there to being in an 8x10 cell with somebody telling you what to do, and just.
I was looking at it like this. I got a lot of spiritual people in my family. I got a lot of, I'm not spiritual, but I believe there's a God. And I kind of took to the book of Job, how God gave him everything, and he took it away, got him sick, and he still kept his faith. And after God saw him, as he kept his faith and stayed with God, after all he's been through, he's been restored plus more. So that's how I feel my life is like. That's what I feel my life is like.
With that said, that's landed you a boxing contract.
Yeah.
So, your life is sort of similar to the story of Job.
Yeah.
You were doing good, and all got taken away, and now you are training with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And you're a part of the Money Team now. Tell us about the Money Team and training with Floyd.
It's wonderful. You know, I've been in there with, you know, every time I go to take a trip to the Floyd gym, you know, I come across good sparring, good work, you know, good world champions. You know, he blessed me, you know, with you know, not just financially, but you know, he blessed me with the knowledge of knowing the game, you know, helping me, you know, ministering to me about the world of boxing, as far as business-wise, as far as hard work and dedication that's going to get you to where he's at, you know, so shout out to Floyd Mayweather and the Money Team.
So working with Floyd Mayweather, you know, I know that opens you up to a whole nother plateau of fighters. You know, you got 2 championships right now. Who would you like to fight, you know, right now that would take that would just take you to that, you know, that level?
You know, I'm gonna leave that up to right now. I just turned professional. I haven't my first pro fight yet, but you know, when I start, you know, stepping up the stairs in the ladder.
Who you eyeing? I know it's somebody in your weight class right now that you like, I can't wait to get in, I'm gonna knock that nigga out. I swear I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Whoever's in the 140 and the 147 division that got those belts, I need those and I'm coming.
You heard me, coming for the belts.
Better watch out. So, you know, I know there's a lot of strenuous training involved. You know, can you keep up with the team right now?
I can keep up with anybody.
All right.
So what is your exact record? You know, I know that you got 2 championships, but how many fights have you actually? How many of them haven't been knocked out? You just knocked them clean out to you know the technical where it go all 12 rounds. Because you don't look like you go all 12. You look like you do about 1 or 2 maybe at the most.
I'm 64-4 as an amateur, 12 knockouts.
64-4.
Amazing.
So what advice can you give, you know, somebody that's looking at you right now, you know, been falsely accused of, you know, murder, you beat that charge, to coming out, winning another title, now working with Floyd Mayweather. What advice can you give to the next youngster that's out there that's going to have the same Samaj Thomas story? What advice can you give them?
You know, hard work and dedication will get you there. And a good team, you know, you got to surround yourself around good people. If you surround yourself around millionaires, you're bound to make some money. If you surround yourself around, you know, low lives, you wind up being a low life. So, you know, it's all about putting your skills to
good use.
Good use, yeah, you know.
Can we give some, you know, can you give a few pointers? I know people pay for this kind of thing, but
we got the real right here, real radio.
Can you let us in on a little bit of your routine on how to keep the abs tight and the arms?
Because I need that. I mean, I got a little. You know,
he definitely needs it.
You know, I eat a lot of bad stuff lately.
Pillsbury over there. Okay.
Jogging. You know, good jogging, keep your weight down. Jump rope, keep your weight down. You know, anybody want to do boxing, you know, treadmill, run laps. Anybody want to do boxing, and sit-ups. You know, I gotta.
So you do it the old school way. You can definitely do it. You use the new Bowflex machines out there. Okay.
Let's do the Bowflex machines.
Maybe.
So with that said, you know, I know, you know, you out there in the gym, you got to start them, you know, it's summer, you know, the ladies all that you do. Who's that special somebody in your life right now?
My mother.
It's so wonderful.
Right after Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Carla Thomas.
So, you know, what's next for you? When's your next fight? Where can we find you online and get the latest?
Right now we're doing a deal. We're working out some contracts. You know, it's a lot of contracts that need to be fixed and redone. And right now my manager is handling his business as we speak right now. You know, I got a contract with a sponsor contract getting worked out with Jordan Apparel, you know, and some other big promoters. I can't say the names until
right. We understand. You gotta keep it wrapped.
But
you
keep
know,
it posted. You know, it's a matter of time before I start dominating.
So where can they find you? You got a Facebook, Twitter?
You can find me on Twitter at Samaj Thomas, SEMAJAYTHOMAS, and on Facebook, Samaj Thomas. Samaje Thomas Samaje_Thomas1 for Instagram. You know, my website, SamajeThomas.net, SamajeThomas.com, TheSamajeThomas.com. Sorry.
Basically everywhere. Just
It's
remember
Samaje.
his name, y'all.
Samaje Thomas. Google him and all that.
You
And,
heard it right out of his mouth.
and he gonna be at a ring near you.
Absolutely,
But you
right out
have
of
to pay
Chicago.
$45.99 for it.
Chicago's own, y'all. Boxer on the rise, so be looking out for him. Is there anything else, any more shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to King Diesel and the Jack Boys. If y'all never heard King Diesel, look him up. Shout out to mycitymydream.com. Everybody, Jack Boy, Legendary Greatness Entertainment. Let's get it.
Y'all heard it. It's your boy Godson.
And your girl Tiffany Janine.
And we just laced this hot interview with my boy Samaje Thomas. I want y'all to go and follow him. And when y'all see him on that big screen, remember you seen it here first on mycitymydream.com. We out of here. Peace.